Buying ahead of the Olympics is not always a smart investment. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. Some Olympic cities overbuilt, overspent, and created demand that only existed around the event itself, and that's the part buyers need to understand first. Because if a market is being driven by excitement instead of real long-term demand, the post-Olympic environment can disappoint very quickly. You can end up with underused venues, too much inventory, and buyers who paid for the hype instead of the fundamentals. So before anyone buys into an Olympic market, the real question is not how much could this go up, it's what happens after the games are over. That's where smart buyers separate real opportunity from temporary momentum. The failed Olympic cities usually made the same mistake. They built for the event, not for what came after it. Look at Athens. The 2004 Olympics brought global attention, but many of the venues struggled afterwards because there wasn't long-term use behind them. Sochi is another example. Enormous spending, enormous visibility, but real questions once the event ended about long-term value and sustainability arose. And that's the takeaway. The Olympics do not automatically create lasting real estate strength. If pricing starts to depend on the event itself, instead of real demand that lasts beyond it, that's where the risk shows up. The best Olympic investments are never about the event alone, and that's why Utah is different. Utah does not need the Olympics to create relevance. We already have it. It already has a global winter brand. It already has tourism. It already has year-long lifestyle appeal, and it already has a proven Olympic legacy. And that really matters here because the strongest Olympic markets are usually the ones where the games amplify what is already there. They do not create such demand from scratch. Utah already has infrastructure. It already has audience. It already has reason people want to be here, invest here, and own here long after the event is over. That puts Utah in a very different category from the cities that had to force the story. This is not a market being created by the Olympics. It's a market being evolved by them. So the real question and opportunity in Utah is not the buying hype, it's the buying smart. The buyers who benefit most will not be the ones chasing Olympic excitement. They'll be the ones buying quality assets in the right locations, properties that still make sense with or without the games. That means limited supply, strong lifestyle appeal, year-round, and real long-term demand. Because the real upside is not just buying before 2034, it's buying before more of the market fully prices in where Utah is headed. That's how you think about this the right way. Not as a short-term event, but a long-term position in a market with real strength underneath it all. That's how you protect the downside and stay positioned for the upside.